welcome to the second part of our review of 2024. This one is April to June. Most of it, it's a bit of a longer one, but this one actually is what it should be about, Portugal. We did have a trip out to Portugal in April, got on with a fair bit of work, and obviously before when we came back, there's more to do with the bungalow. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, if you do, there'll be another one following very shortly. Well, I thought about have a catch up here and put out on here for a few days. It's Bank Holiday Monday today. My first slab that I laid a few days ago, it's set, seems to be all right. I've prepped up this second one. Well, I've got there. It's 2 minutes to 7 at night. The rain stayed off, but I don't know whether that's the evening coming in or whether it's going to storm again. I'm going to have to cover up, I think. Although I don't think there's supposed to be any. Potential rain is pretty low till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to cover it, so I'm going to cover it now. And I'm ready to chuff with that. Let's got that job done before I go to Portugal. Coming into Dover. We don't actually need to be in Dover to get to the channel, but we don't need to be there until tomorrow, so we're going to have a look at, try and find the White Cliffs. And these are the famous White Cliffs of Dover. We're going on a trail. I suppose really you've got to be at sea to benefit all of the White Cliffs, but this will get a flavour of what it's about. We are in Le Château, entering Le Château. Well, we've come out the other end and we're slowing down, so I think we're somewhere near the French end. Interesting stuff.
There's Stephen having his morning French coffee, brewed in England.
Started in England.
Brewed in England, drank in France. Established 1 hour ago.
Hey, look at that. Can't believe. Started in England, ended up in France. Now I've got fun spoon. Cheers. There we are. We are on our way. I'm not going to film any more for the moment because I don't want to distract Wado until we get ourselves on the road. A lorry load of illegals that the police have caught them, thankfully. But make sure they don't jump in our van now though. Here we are at somewhere in France. We're about nearly 500 miles from the village of our house in Portugal. We're just Monday morning. We've got a bit of an earlier start than normal, but we're taking a detour. We're going to have a look at the beach. Wado's having soup and I'm having beans on toast. We are 200 kilometres from Villa Dolid, which is sort of halfway to where we need, well, just under halfway to where we need to be. Day 4 and we've hit the road again. Today should be Portugal and home. Yeah, the wall's been, top of the wall's been tidied up to take in the tiles. As I say, the beams in there, ready to take that part of the wall out to put the window in and make good. We put the strips in here to tidy that up. And what they did at the front, they've done the same at the back here. But they've started also rendering scratch coat on the outside to tidy the back wall up, and obviously they've done along here, which was the barn, and we're still waiting for the slabs actually, the windowsill as we'd say in England, a stone one for the up there and one down here. Mark's gone to see if they're going to be here or not, because we don't know. They're so long-winded at times, these builders merchants. I only ordered them last year. But they've made a tidy job of that, and we will continue around the back of that there to bring that right. And all in all, they made a cracking job of it. I'll show you a bit what's happening here as well. It's been rendering in all that, or pointing it up. I'll probably render it in, I'm not sure, to be honest with you yet. We'll see how it goes. If not, I'll just tidy the brickwork up on it, stonework. But it's made a lovely job of the tile on there to keep the water off the wall. So all in all, they're getting on with it. It's starting to look very good. Right, we're here. We've been here less than 2 hours. We've got the water system up and running, I think. It's very slow filler, but it's doing all right. I think it's got an airlock in the water pipe, to be honest with you, because it normally gushes. Okay, but it's spluttering a bit. So Mark's going to
this up massively, won't it?
Yeah. So Mark is going to do the first. Let's see, do the first one then. What? So that. So I can't.
Give me any tools.
I'll give you an hammer.
You haven't.
What to do with it? Oh, big pan. We're back in a minute. Look at this man go. This is the man you need. Problem is the handle keeps falling off. Right, I'm going to have a look, see if I can find out down there that there's a lever.
Say hello, Steve.
Hello.
2.4, no.
2 Max on the. Because you what?
I'm FBI, don't get me.
Well, our Mac's gone crazy today. I don't know when to stop him, he just keeps knocking things down. That's opened it up, hasn't it? And then we've got the other marquees. Been measuring up for materials for this. That's certainly opened it up. That's the stairs. Nearly gone. You're up there, Mark? You're right.
Snowdonia is where I was living before I moved in.
Is it? Yeah.
Just going to show you what happens with the wood up here.
Yeah, on the north coast.
Looks alright until you get close to it.
Scotland there.
And this happens.
Gretna Greens, all that, what they call that.
And that back wall,
Did you live in Wales
it's all collapsed.
all the time until you moved here then?
No, I lived in England.
You can't get lost.
Don't know where
You can't get lost now, can you?
Films both.
Terrassa
Yeah.
the Daira. Okay? What do you call it?
I don't know. Travassa di Ladea.
Okay, let's see where we're going. Let's turn that round. Cover stick.
Travassa Lea Dea, Travassa Lea
It's the wrong way around. Waddo's had a beer and now we're going to do some work. That's it, another one bites the dust. Coming along nicely. We're now going to the builders merchants to get some more pipe work. We've got rid of all the wood. Did a lovely job of that wall. Now inside we have issues. We're attempting to get the water on and everything. I'm determined today to get a bit of tidying up done and try to make some more space. And well, we've got plenty of space really. Try and get it laid out so I've got proper food preparation area, if you like, and obviously the cooking's all over there. But this is our little shower heater, believe it or not. Kindly donated by Martin. There's a cylinder for it. But we're running pipes. We're trying to move the water system along. We've got electric going out there, or it will do, up top there. And I'll take you outside carefully because I've got a cup of tea in one hand, camera in the other. We haven't done anything at all this side, nothing at all, because we've got a short visit this time. But Waddo, he's done an excellent job down there digging out, and I've got a job channeling out so that water pipe can go up the wall and in there, and then it'll be rendered over the top. We've got the water pipe, the water feed pipe obviously has to come from a tank because we've got no water on the land, so it comes down here. Waddo has dug all of it out. Whoops. Martin's in the process of building a pump station or a pump house. So we've got the electrics to it and the pipe work to it, and then it'll feed off the tank. And then it'll on demand it'll take it up into the house, and hopefully we'll have water on demand, and the next stage will be the hot water, which they seem to think it'll work quite easy once they get to it. So it might have been Saturday now, so I would think Monday they'll be looking on completing it. There's Kenny. Good morning, Kenny. Bon dia.
How's it going?
And Waddo's determined to give me a decent road down there, but I keep telling him the rain will wash it all away at some point, but he's making a good job of it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then we'll backfill it up,
Where's it
and
gone?
then it'll, the window then wants doing, and then that'll allow me to render all of this one and get that finished off nicely.
What's he doing now?
Yeah. That's been some hard hacking out this morning. It's 2:15 and it's 28 degrees. It's going to go up 1 more degree before it starts cooling down. So I'm having to dodge the sun. It's coming on the side of the house, and that's the time for me to go in, have a bit of dinner and do some jobs around the house if I feel like it. Mark has been and delivered, and we've unloaded a ton of blocks as well this morning. So I'm about to, not to say I'm jiggered, but I'm fairly on that way. So I think being inside nice and cool, get myself a cup of tea and a little bit of something to eat, take half an hour off or so, and then see where I feel as to what I want to do next. Nah, look. What I was doing the second coat. Just have a quick.
Bon dia.
Bon dia, senor
Bon
Wado.
dia, Senor
Peak. You lost my name.
Portuguese Utopia.
Look across the valley to the mountains in the distance. Now I'm going to work on this roof today. Taking all that off so that I can get a ladder so Paul can continue with this overlapping tile, because we do like that. So let's get started. Fawning over my body.
There he is, Steve. He's ready.
We're getting down to the serious stuff now.
Flexing his pecs.
Oh, that doesn't look very good one.
Look at that.
That one's a bit. I think we have to replace that one. Dodgy. Doing the rounds, see how the boys are doing. Paul's doing some construction so we can carry on with that. Let's go have a look over the edge. I think Wado's still doing the A6. Wado's still doing the A6.
The old,
Oh, in fact, the Thor hammer. Right, I'm coming down to start knocking the stairs to bits. Just check out so Martin's all right. Another glorious day in paradise, eh, Mac? Excellente.
your nostril hair sticking here.
Mac's nearly done that. We're hoping to have the glass. They're working on that wall today, hopefully. Getting some stud through the wall to support the bracketry for the glass inversion tube things. Mark, with the aid of Kenny, has smashed out with Martin's Kango the big slab there that was, well, it was awkward really. We weren't really doing anything about from making the ceiling a bit closer. So we've took that out and we've had a quick fix here. We're obviously doing stone bricks to start with, or stone steps. We've got the materials here, but I bought this wooden set of steps to use it a different bit of the project. But as you can see, it allows us to get in and out until the other part gets sorted. And it's quite a sturdy set of stairs altogether. Quite proud of that.
Alrighty.
Right, well, I'll give it another go. When you're ready, is everything...
Yeah, that should be good to go. Ready in the sun, mate.
Want to chop it off there then?
Good job. Good job. Well done there, Paul. Deserve the beer tonight for that.
I hope so. You ready? I am.
Yeah, we're nearly ready, mate.
Get this next chemical anchor in. Fucking hell, that set fast.
Set, already.
Whole tube set already. Stop.
What? I apologise.
This is Stephen eating
Oh, you dad?
Javelin.
javelin.
Hey, dad.
Hey, well done, Papa. Papa, Papa.
Behave yourself, son. I won't bring you again.
Behave yourself, son, or I'm going to get the belts here. Not again, Papa. Not again, Papa.
Yeah, the windmills are churning. It's lovely colouring the weeds and the flowers on the hillside. And people actually see some of the strange formation they were there. Tunnel to Valio, northern Spain.
Muscle builder.
First available air on French soil we've pulled in at,
Muscle building.
and it's looks like I've picked quite a nice one here, although the weather's turned horribly cold. La moustache.
Tunnel customer.
New boarding area. That's our bottom one, that's us. We're in the boarding area, but it's not, no more information yet. We've got the green light to board. Round here, look. Crocky, that's quick going, isn't it?
Can't really be filming it.
Mountain bike.
What is it?
Mountain bike accident. The Dartford Tunnel. Been through enough of these this week.
Gets to its destination. 180 miles an hour.
That's Mac, safely got us home. 2,000 miles. Plus in his trusty old steed. Didn't miss a beat. There's to the next adventure. Bless him. Those of you who've been watching my YouTube channel know that before I went to Portugal, I laid a slab down there, and it's said since I've come back from Portugal I've moved shed number 2 from here to here. Back in our home project again, back in England. We're a big gardening job on. With the rockery going, sadly some of these have got to go. Digging the roots out as best I can, and he decided he'd had enough, so he decided to fall over. A shame really, because it's a lovely tree, but long term it's no good. The English projects continue, even though the Portuguese ones have stopped for the time being. We had a bit of an issue here with the pipe work, but we've got that solved thankfully. The kitchen now is 99% sorted. Just got to put some skirting boards down around there and there. Sort a bit out under the door and behind this door, but the rest of it's sorted. Oh, and we've decided now that we're going hole in the wall to vent outside, but we can't do that until a nephew's coming to do that for us, but he ain't got the right tool at the moment. He's lent it out or lost it, so you can't do it until he finds that, but it's not a panic job. But Kaz is insistent on moving on to the next project, which is the lounge or the living room. Andy's been and put some new wiring in and a different light in here. It's the one that we had in Butterwick, but we've moved. Kaz likes that, so we've moved it. And he's rewired the switch, but he's left the old switch on for the time being. We'll replace the switch when we do the decorating. So yesterday and today we've been mucking out and covering up. Not 100% sure with the wiring, but we've had a bit of a dodgy thing going on there, because wires normally go straight up or across, but on this occasion that's gone across there. The arm, the capping has gone diagonally across and up, and the reason for that is, I don't know whether you can see it or not, there's a slight crack across there and down there. That is where there was a window originally, and so obviously any electric wires couldn't go directly upwards. It had to skirt around the window. So that's why that is, but I don't like that. I'm out seeking advice from Andy, but I intend to go horizontally across and then vertically up to make it so we know they're only going across and up, not diagonal. That's potentially dangerous for people if they didn't know. And on this side, again, I'm doing some channeling out. I thought my channeling days had gone, but they're not. We had a horrible situation with the electrics for the fire. It's an electric fire, and it's a tight fit in this corner. So we've decided, rather than messing about too much with it, we're going to have a socket, a switch socket on the wall there where I've marked that little square. Then the feed to it's going to come across to the double socket. Now these sockets have come in from the outside. They're sort of piggybacked on the back of another one, which is not very nice wiring at all. So we're going to channel that out, take it up into the loft space and wire it in properly behind some other, I always get this wrong, capping material, you know what I mean. That just protects it. So that's my mucky job for today, I think. I'm hoping we can, the way Andy was talking, we didn't need to do anything with this one. We'll rewire it, but we should be able to get to it. Excuse me. Obviously there's some trunk in there, or we'll rewire it the way it's come into the room. And then we're just going to get rid of this wire, whatever it is. And then Kaz can start getting rid of this horrible carpet that she doesn't like. She said it's a granny carpet, but there again, she's a granny and I'm a granddad. So I don't know what the problem is. But she's making it into a home, and obviously one room at a time is the way we're going. So we'll see how we progress later. All fun and games and chiselling. If it's not in Portugal, it's in England. All seem to be chiselling walls, but the right hand side is going to be a switch for the electric fire. It was on a plug, but we're going to do it on a switch. The right hand side, that's the right hand side, sorry. The left hand side is just going to be one socket, and then we've got two more sockets. So I've chiseled that out. Now I've got to fill that back in and make it good. Similar scenario over this side. And the electrician has dropped the wires into that one, and then we've got to put some across to that one. And then in this corner, the wires are already in and fitted, so there's no issues there. So just got to do a little bit of remedial work on the walls. Then Kaz can crack on and get this room decorated, because she's a bit fed up with the carpet, a bit fed up with the decor, and she wants two more comfortable chairs, because we've been sitting on the conservatory furniture since December. We're now in May, so we're going to try and move on with this room now that we've got the kitchen done. That's got the sockets in, the switch for the fire on the right hand side. And then on this side we have two not side by side, but the other one was the surface mounted ugly things, two of them, one on top of each other. The marley tiles are up. That was the other socket, which was okay actually, it's just been rewired. And the switch over there. Now the skirting boards have been ordered. The skirting boards have been painted. That was a new piece that I cut. The carpets have been ordered. We're just waiting on the nod from the carpet fitted. Hopefully it should be within the next week, hopefully. And the new seating has been ordered, but it's not coming till September, so we're going to have to make do for a little bit longer with the conservatory furniture. But we're getting there, definitely getting there. And then the electrician's been obviously got the sockets done in there. We're now looking in the loft space to sort out the wiring into the next one, which is bedroom number 1. There she goes. Kitchen's completed. We're now doing the living room.
Sticky glue on the floor.
They've got on marley tiles. They leave the glue behind, 60 years on, but it's still sticky. So we end up having to put talcum powder down to stop it sticking. The carpet fitter's coming soon, so when that's done we can put the gear back in. That'll be number 2 room done. But downsizing is good, apart from the fact that you struggle then. All the living room furniture at the moment is in here. This is the next room to do. I've chased in some electrics for in there. And on this side here, there was a single plug on the bottom there, but I've raised it up to the most acceptable height. As we get older, we don't be bending down particularly. And on that far wall, we have at the bottom there a twin socket which is coming out, and then we're going to have a boxed in electrics across the wall and into the back of the unit, because the unit covers all of that back wall, the bed and the side units and above. And we've had some damp down the bottom here in that corner, which we have put mould, well, I'll say damp, it actually it's mould, and I think it's because the air was trapped behind the wardrobe units. And that's an outside wall. This is an inside wall. We've had no issues here, but a similar scenario, we've got units that a dressing table unit will cut wardrobes at the side that cover the whole of the walls. So that wall and this wall here were totally covered from just past the where the socket is now. It's not actually, there will be a gap of about 8 to 10 inches. That's why we've put the socket there. We can get to it, whereas before the socket was pinned to the wall along this bottom here, down the wall here. So I've took that off because there's no point in having sockets that you can't get to. That's the principle. I've took the, don't want you to pick up on it or not? Yeah, I've took, can you see that there? That's where the light was. And then the pull cord originally was there, and the bed, presumably before we came here, was facing that way. But since we've been here, the bed has been on that wall, so that was redundant. There's 2 pull cords on the bed lights in the units for reading, etc. So it didn't really matter. So we took that out. In fact, to be honest with you, they're up in the loft space. I've took them out and reconnected them up there because it just saves a job later. It'll allow me to get on with the ceiling, decorating the ceiling as well, and the coving, because that'll be one of the next jobs we do once we've got the builder out of the way, the carpet fitter out of the way, and got all this stuff put back in the living room. These conservatory furniture are actually going in the summer house at some point, but they're the only furniture we've got at the moment. We've ordered some new for the living room, but it's not coming till September. It's now the 1st of June, so we've got to live with them for a bit longer. They're all right. We'll get by with them. So there we are. We're up to date at the moment with it. Kaz is now sweeping the worst of this talcum powder up, so the floor won't be as sticky. I don't think it'll matter once the grippers are down and the underlay. It'll cover it all up. And that Marley tile glue doesn't smell particularly sweet. Now we've got, it smells of rubber, but the talcum powder's sweetened up a bit anyway, but it'll all get hidden hopefully. It'll smell of new carpet, won't it? Which is a nicer smell. So there we have it. We'll take another picture when we've got it down and see what it looks like. And a little later, the carpet is laid. Kaz wanted me to take a picture of it when she's tidied it up, but I know what'll happen. As soon as we've got it tidied up, we'll start bringing all the furniture in, then we'll have to get a proper picture of it. So there we are. Already feels less echoey and cleaner. Back to the job in hand. Trying to get rid of the rockery. I've got to get this tree out now, or bush, or whatever you call it. Kaz wants me to save that one if I can get it out. I've got 2 actually, I've got one here as well. They've got to go at some point. I'm going to try and dig it out, and if I can't dig it out, it'll just have to be chopped off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on the next one, which will be the next couple of days. Hopefully I can get it sorted out for you, which will be the July through to, depending on how many clips there are to put up there, it'll be through to the end of the year, or it'll be another 3-month one. We'll see you soon. Thanks again for watching.